Hello, my butterfly beauties, and welcome if you are new. My name is Charlene, and on this channel, we focus on everything BFL, beauty, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if you like my style, why don't you subscribe and you stay a while. All right, you guys, so in this video, we are doing my empties from the month of October. So let's get started. We're going to run through these quickly, but I do have a couple of things that are exciting because they are part of my project plan. So if you saw any of been keeping up with my project planning, you would know I had a set amount of items that I was hoping to finish up this year. That was beauty related, makeup related items. And I'm making some great progress. We are getting there, you guys, on some of this stuff. So I am super excited about that. So I'll share those with you as we get up to them. But a couple of things real quick that I finished up was, tried and true needed degree clinical protection deodorant. I've been doing a lot of month of testing of perfumes for October. So I've been sticking to just my basic soaps, like the Dove here, the Dove Sensitive Skin, and then some of the more liquid soaps and some like the Castile soaps and things like that, the unscented versions, so that I can just give a true test of those fragrances. So finished up one of my Dove Sensitive Skin. Let me talk about this for a sec. Well, I did finish up one of my Olay ones. This is the Olay Fresh Outlast Notes of Rose Water and Sweet Nectar. This is a good one. So completed that. This here from the Sephora collection line. This is a brightening dual exfoliator. Exfoliate and glow. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago how I had been trying different types of exfoliators to give them a go. And at the last Sephora VIB sale back in the spring, I believe it was, I hauled several of the skincare items from the Sephora collection. This here was one of them, the Sephora Enzymes collection. This here. This here, what do they say is in here? Because it is something in here. I don't see any pumice or anything like that in here. It says it's exfoliating with different types of enzymes. This here has some kind of particle in here that is not fine enough for my skin. Now, I don't have sensitive skin. So whatever they have in here that is the physical exfoliator is too rough. It tears at your skin too much and it causes irritation for me. So with that being said, it caused enough irritation on my skin after using it several times where I had got spots all over my face. So when I believe I discussed this with you guys when I was doing my Ultra 21 Days of Beauty sale, and I was telling you guys about the Sunday Riley Good Jeans and how I do step away every now and again from my chemical exfoliators to try the physical ones. My tried and true one still, and I need to get another one of those. I don't even know if Sephora sells that anymore because I went to look for it during this the sale event, and I typed in the name and it didn't even pop up. So I don't know if they even carry that anymore. But the Dr. Brandt, the micro dermabrasion, it was in a blue bottle. That has been like my tried and true physical exfoliate. The particles in there are so fine, but it does a great job at physically exfoliating your skin. This here was too rough, too harsh on my skin. And like I said, I don't have sensitive skin. So this was just too rough. So I had got scarring on my face in a couple of different spots. And I wasn't rubbing too rough. So it's just too... So I finished this off, my husband and myself both, by using it on the body and not on the face. But I told you guys I was going to tell you what broke me out. It was this. So with that being said, another item that I'm going to tell you about, Tarte Knockout Tingling Treatment. This here, finish this up. I had got several of these miniature ones from Ulta a while ago. So I got several of these. But this is, like it says, tingling treatment. This is kind of like a Sunday Riley Good Jeans dupe in a toner form. They have, I believe they have the same active ingredients. It's just in different orders. And they do make this knockout in a wash, like a facial wash, the toner, and I think they have a cream. But do not do all of them together. At least for me, it was too much. So I either wash my face with it and do other stuff, or I use this toner, which I've been gravitating more so to. And then just using another type of moisturizer. But this, you can still kind of see a couple of little spots like right there, but they're fading away. And that's because it has the lactic acid in it that helps to do chemical exfoliating versus the physical. So I love this Tarte Knockout. I highly recommend it. It is empty. I got a couple of other ones, but I'm going to open up one of my Good Jeans now. But I wanted to finish one of those up because I had it started. Another skincare item is Peach and Lily. This is their Power Calm Hydrating Gel Cleanser. Says that it deep cleanses and soothes. I love this brand. This stuff is dirty because it's been in my shower and around. This is very calming. So if you irritated your skin, like I mentioned, like when I was using that Sephora stuff, this helps calm the skin. It's very good. I love it for that. So I do highly recommend this. So that's the Peach and Lily Power Calm Hydrating Gel Cleanser. Another one of my favorites that it's in here is from Pharmacy. This is their Peaches and Clean. This is a makeup melt away cleansing balm. This was part of a trio that I picked up last year from one of their VIB sales. I didn't see one for this year. Like, they didn't do like a miniature set of these this time. At least I didn't see it, or at least they haven't put it up yet, because sometimes they'll release stuff midway through the sale. But love that. And that was one of my recommendations in my Sephora VIB sale recommendation video. Some of the home items, well, another skincare item is I finished up another one of these. This is another favorite, the Sephora Soothing Cleansing Wipes. So, went through another one of those. I got some home care items, and then I got some makeup items. I finished up several more of my wallflowers. So this lavender and vanilla, then the regular cozy vanilla. And then we have another one here that is the fresh linen. So I finished up both of those. So those are empties in there as well. I try to save these so I can keep up with. That is one of the pet peeves I have about the wildflowers. Unless you buy them individually, where they have the little tag on it, because they're not labeled. So you won't know once you take it out of here, especially if you have several of them in your house, which one that you finish and whether you will want to repurchase it again. But I love the fresh linen scent, love the lavender vanilla scent, love that vanilla cozy, whatever it's called, scent. Love those. And the other thing I finished up was a watermelon lemonade candle. So that is gone now. I love this scent. I just don't know if I'm going to run and purchase again, because the watermelon lemonade had the watermelon ice, sparkling water, Meyer lemon. And I do enjoy it. But I don't know if I'm going to run out and repurchase it so quick next summer. We'll see. All right. Makeup items that I completed. My lip mask. This one is in that lemon scent from Laneige. I finished up another one of these minis. So that is in here. Love those. The Express Brow in Maybelline from Maybelline. This is the Ultra Slim Pencil. And Blackest Brown was the shade. So completed one of these. Love this eyebrow pencil. Another item that I completed was my Monsieur Big mascara from Lancome. If you've been keeping up with my makeup of the days, you would have saw this heavily used this last month. And I finally finished my MAC lip gloss in Love Child. It is complete. I am set. This was one of my project planning items, you guys. So, yay. But I'll make sure it's in the video so you'll know. As well as this was added to it after I finished one of the other ones. But my Stay Naked is gone. Now this one was in the shade 70 WY. Enjoyed this one. I don't even know if they carry that foundation anymore. And this one here that I was working on for a long time, I stopped using the other ones just so I could finish using this one. And I finally finished the Bobbi Brown bronzer in Deep 4. So it is complete. I am excited about that. So that was another one of my project planning items. So that is all my empties. Yes, that is all my empties for this month. So thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me, how did I do? Especially on some of those items. I was super excited about it. And if you had any experience with the Sephora collection, skincare products, I know they have different things in their line. Should I give some other stuff a go? Because I've been on the fence about a couple of the other things I have from that's in I'm currently still using. So it's kind of making me be like, I don't know about the skincare stuff. But we'll see. We'll keep testing and keep going. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.